With soaring interest rates and the high cost of living, I would like to provide some tips and strategies to help existing homeowners navigate through the challenges of a potential recession. The increase of borrowing costs, groceries, utilities, and taxes has caused significant strain on homeowners and their families. In this video, I hope to provide helpful information on budgeting tips, cost savings activities, and easy ways to generate additional income. I'm Vince Gaetano of OwlMortgage.ca and the host of the Wise Old Owl Show, and I'm hopeful that you can find this information useful. If you want to prepare for any potential recession or downturn, it's critical to have a household budget. Here are 5 reasons why a budget is crucial. Number 1, you want financial visibility. You want a clear view of your income and expenses. You want to know and understand where your money is coming from, that's coming into your household, and where it's going out, which is your expenses, okay? So getting a handle of this is very, very important. Number 2, expense control. You want to control and manage your expenses effectively. You could do this by reviewing in detail your bank statements and credit card statements. I encourage all my clients to pull your last 6 to 12 months bank statements and credit card statements and go through them with a fine-tooth comb and look for any monthly subscriptions and memberships or annual or quarterly charged expenses that are in the form of a subscription or a membership, and get rid of the stuff you don't use. Chances are you will find $5, $10, $12 here and there that are withdrawn every month that add up to hundreds of dollars over the year. If you could start getting rid of everything you don't need and just focus on your needs, so that's getting rid of the wants, that's a big step in minimizing expenses and controlling what goes out, because the key during a downturn is to make sure you keep as much of your money as possible and you understand exactly what is important, a need, and what isn't important, what I call a want. Number 3, debt management. Mortgages and other debt instruments need to be reviewed and assessed on a regular basis. Mortgages tend to have maturity dates, which means at a certain point in time, they have to be renegotiated, they have to be renewed. At maturity, your interest rate changes if you have a fixed rate mortgage. If you have a variable rate mortgage, that is fluctuating as well with prime, and you need to be on top of what your borrowing costs are. With other debts, car loans, lines of credits, loans, and sorts, you need to understand what interest rate you're paying and whether it's a fixed or floating rate. And you should be looking at getting rid of debts with the higher interest rate first and focusing on minimizing your borrowing costs. We help our clients assess that during refinances and exercises revolving around minimizing borrowing costs. And we really try to hone in on getting rid of the high interest rate debt first. It's very critical that you try to do your best to minimize your borrowing costs, because in a high interest rate environment, things continue to get out of hand as rates go up, because more of your disposable income is spent on borrowing and you have less discretionary income to use for other things. So it's very, very important to focus on debt management and really hone in on exactly how much you're paying and try to minimize it as best you can. Number 4, reduce stress. Control and planning reduces stress. When you know exactly what your obligations are and what income is coming in, you will know exactly where you sit at any given time, okay? So stress, I think, is a big factor in causing panic, frustration, and anxiety. And if you could reduce that, that's a big plus for both you and your family. And number 5, long-term financial security. Planning for retirement is critical. Planning for university and college for your kids, and future investments, whether it's properties, cottages, or whatever the case is. What a budget does is it allows you to plan for long-term financial security. So when you look at all these reasons, they're essential in maintaining financial stability, control expenses, and it provides you a roadmap for long-term financial safety and security. I want to talk about some ideas of reducing expenses and smart shopping. Meal planning and bulk buying is something that should be at the top of everybody's list. Dining out, as you know, has become very, very expensive. So focusing on grocery shopping and planning your meals could save you a significant amount of money. I always like this tip, and that's create your shopping list. Before you go out to a grocery store, know exactly what you want to buy and avoid those impulse buys of something that, oh man, that could really be something I could have tonight, and avoid those type of impulse buys because they do add up. Buy in bulk. Those household essentials, toilet paper, paper towels, shampoos, soaps, laundry detergent, all those items can be bought in bulk, and when you do so, there is significant savings. I encourage all my clients to take some of these steps to save money. And on the issue of fruits and vegetables, try to have stuff that's in season. In Canada, we're a four-season country, so we don't always have access or locally grown fruits and vegetables because of the harsh climate we have in the wintertime. We can't grow certain things. So try to buy things in season, and it would save you that premium you'd have to spend on some of those fruits and vegetables that have to come from down south, the Californias, the Mexicos, and wherever else they come from those tropical climates. And when you could think about $25, $50 savings a week, that can add up to $100, $200 a month, $1,200 to $2,400 a year in after-tax dollar savings. And that's why it's so critical to do your part on the grocery area, because we are eating every day, and that is a great way to start saving some money. Let's think about coupon clipping and cashback apps. We're in the digital age. Every grocery store, every shopping environment has applications that allows you some cash back or some discounts. Take advantage of those tools, because these are ways that could save you a significant amount of money. And remember to comparison shop. Always try to do your best in understanding what things cost in store and what things cost online. There always tends to be a significant amount of difference. And you always have to think about shipping charges. Are there any additional costs associated to getting that online purchase sent to you? We do have applications like Amazon Prime that does have some free shipping. Always make sure you're not getting dinged additional funds for it to be delivered to you. And the last thing I want to point out, secondhand and thrift shopping. This is something I know a lot of people look down on, but it does provide significant savings. My youngest son is a bit of a musician, was looking for some instruments. Right now, there are a number of folks out there getting rid of their toys to free up some cash and liquidate some of their assets. And some guitars and bass instruments are going for 75% off of what a brand new one could cost. And this could provide savings, significant savings to folks. So think about some of these things to help you save some money, and let's hope it can make a difference for you. Lastly, generating additional income. Along with controlling expenses, one can look at increasing income to have a bigger impact on household budgets. And there are many things that people could do as a side hustle, and not necessarily get a part-time job where you have to go weekly, daily, or whatever the case is. Think of things like freelancing and consulting, whether you have a talent in writing, graphic design, IT, web development, marketing. Offer your services on freelance platforms like Upwork or Fiverr. We use people at Fiverr all the time around the world to do some little small projects for us for, $50, $100, and it's very, very effective. And we've used some people more than once. So these are types of things that you could do. You could offer online tutoring. If you like pets, you could do pet sitting, do some dog walking. You could rent out a room, a basement to generate additional income. You could deliver and do some rideshare services. Think of the flexibility that provides. You could do yard work, landscaping if you're an outdoors person. If you are a handyman, think of home maintenance and repair. If you like hobbies, maybe e-commerce, reselling. My son was a big shoe collector and bought and sold sneakers for a while. Photography. Everybody loves doing photography with all these phones and stuff. If you're really talented at that, maybe that's something you could do. Blogging, YouTube, online services, online surveys and marketing research. We always get accosted to participate in a survey for $150, $200 for 2-3 hours. Maybe become a professional survey person or a research person. On and on and on. Find something you like. Find a hobby, something that interests you, and go find a side hustle that could provide you some additional income that could help you make that extra bill, help you get some peace of mind, and give you some comfort in knowing that you're not at your wit's end on your budgeting. I am hopeful that these budgeting tips, cost-saving activities, and income generating ideas and side hustles have sparked some interest for you. At OwlMortgage.ca, we work with clients just like you and assist them with all or some of these ideas to get them through their challenges. We are dealing with some challenging times, and we really believe and hope that some of these tips could be very useful for you. So please leave a comment, like or visit our website, and feel free to contact me directly. I would be more than happy to help. Take care.